Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're listening to this. Today we're in day 28 of our 30-day devotional of Who's Your One. Today our reading is out of John chapter 21, verses 1 through 17. He asked him the third time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter was grieved that he asked him the third time, "Do you love me?" He said, "Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you." That's in John 21:17. Have you ever felt as though you messed up so bad that God could no longer use you? I mean, if you have ever had a relationship with Christ for any significant length of time, there's a good possibility that you have felt like this at one point. Peter experienced a feeling of uselessness after he denied knowing Jesus 3 times. However, Jesus knew that he could still use Peter, and he wanted to restore him. In John chapter 21, verses 1 through 17, Peter had gone back to fishing after his huge failure. He felt that God was finished with him, but God had a different plan. And in this section of scripture, Jesus asked Peter 3 times, "Do you love me?" Peter's third response was much different from when he boasted before, when he said that he would never deny Jesus, if you look at Matthew 26:35. This time, however, Peter says, "Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you." Peter's heart had changed, and the Lord knew it, so he restored him that day. Simon Peter went from boasting that he knew all to confessing that Jesus knew all. His love for Jesus opened the door for him to be used once again. Today, pray, thank God for His amazing grace. Thank Him that He is not done with you. Ask Him to constantly remind you that you are no longer defined by your past mistakes. You know, you are really defined by who He says you are. Today, reflect on God's grace. Let Him build that confidence in you to be able to share the gospel with boldness and humility. The important truth to remember today is Jesus knows your heart. You should never feel like God can no longer use you. He can still use you and restore you. Use those mistakes as your testimony of what God has done in your life. Share that grace with your one. I hope that as you're coming to the end of this devotional, God has really worked within your heart as sharing with your one. And I really believe that God is preparing a miracle to happen, not only in your life, but in your one's life, and then the ones after that. God bless you, and we will see you tomorrow for day 29. Have a great day, and whatever you do, give God all the glory.